Hello. Hello. Thank you for coming back to my channel today. I'm really happy that you're here. And tonight I would like to read you some quotes. These quotes are from my Pinterest board, and they're my favorite quotes that I found. They are really random, but a lot of them are inspiring. They help me get motivated to be the best version of myself that I can be and understand maybe some less fortunate or harder times and see them from a new perspective. So I'm going to share them with you tonight. I've done these videos before, but I save these quotes all the time, so I'm always adding new ones. So I'll just start with this one. It says, "No one sees what you see, even if they see it too." And I really like that one because I think it's just a new way of saying that everyone can look at the same thing and see it completely differently based on our life experiences and our personalities and our mindset. And that's really interesting to me. All right, another one is, "You will never be able to escape from your heart, so it's better to listen to what it has to say." And that's also so true. You and your heart are one, and you have to feel what it has to say. This next one says, "Be the reason someone feels seen, heard, and supported." I love that. That just inspires me to treat others in a way that will help them be uplifted and in a way that makes them feel good and feel special. This is a really popular one, but I think it's always true and something I always try and remember and try and work on. It is, "The mouth should have 3 gatekeepers. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary?" So think before you speak. This next one goes along those same lines. I try and remind myself these things. "Try to say nothing negative about anybody for 3 days, for 45 days, for 3 months. See what happens to your life." I really love that. This one says, "Time is non-refundable. Use it with intention." Another one I love that I've read before is kind of along the same lines. That is, what you do today is important because you're trading a day of your life for it. So time is not refundable. You can't get it back. Use it with intention. Use it on something that when you look back, you'll be glad you used it on that. Okay. Alright, let's find another one. This one says, "Even if you cannot give anything more, give thanks." I like that. I pin that around Thanksgiving. Okay, this is a really nice poem called "Dust If You Must," and I don't know the exact author. If you know the author, please comment it below because I love it so much, and I think you could take it to mean whatever you want, but I really am someone who obsesses over like cleaning and things like that, and I think that I can't go do something else because I have housework to do. So this really spoke to me. it says, "Dust if you must, but wouldn't it be better to paint a picture or write a letter? Bake a cake or plant a seed, ponder the difference between want and need. Dust if you must, but there's not much time, with rivers to swim and mountains to climb, music to hear and books to read, friends to cherish and life to lead. Dust if you must, but the world's out there, with the sun in your eyes, the wind in your hair, a flutter of snow, a shower of rain. This day will not come around again. Dust if you must, but bear in mind, old age will come and it's not kind. And when you go, and go ye must, you yourself will make more dust." So I just find that such a beautiful reminder that I need to appreciate what's really important in life, because it's not here forever, and it's not having a really clean, dust-free home. It's all those things that the poem mentioned, which is just so beautiful. All right. This is another reminder to have a great day. This is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You've done what you could." Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. I think that's beautiful. This is another one that says, "We're all doing big things. We're just taking different size steps." And I like that one. It makes me feel like it's okay that I can go at my own pace, and so can you. This one says, "To live content with small means, to seek elegance rather than luxury, and refinement rather than fashion, to be worthy, not respectable, and wealthy, not rich, to study hard, think quietly, talk gently, act frankly, to listen to stars and birds, babes and sages with open heart, to bear all cheerfully, do all bravely, await occasions, never hurry. In a word, to let the spiritual, unbidden and unconscious grow up through the common. This is to be my symphony." And that's by William Ellery Channing. I think that's really, really beautiful. This quote says, "Risk something or forever sit with your dreams," which I find that really beautiful, and I think it's a reminder that you really don't have a choice. If you have a dream, you have to go for it, or you're just going to sit with it forever, which doesn't seem like an option to me. All right. This one says, you shouldn't try to stop everything from happening. Sometimes you're supposed to feel awkward. Sometimes you're supposed to be vulnerable in front of people. Sometimes it's necessary, because it's all part of you getting to the next part of yourself. This one says, "The beauty of you is how you wear who you are." I love that one. This one says, "Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world, no matter what you look like." I just thought that was really sweet. Alright, this one's about change. When we make a change, it's so easy to interpret our unsettledness as unhappiness, and our unhappiness as a result of having made the wrong decision. Our mental and emotional states fluctuate madly when we make big changes in our lives. And some days we go tightrope across Manhattan, and other days we're too weary to clean our teeth. This is normal. This is natural. This is change. This one says, open your mouth only if what you are going to say is more beautiful than silence. I like that, just a reminder to be positive and speak kindly of people. This one says, we waste so many days waiting for the weekend, so many nights wanting morning. Our lust for future comfort is the biggest thief of life. It's by Joshua Glenn Clark. This is another one about taking risks. A ship at harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for, which is very true. This one says, a secret to happiness is letting every situation be what it is instead of what you think it should be, and then making the best of it. This one says, I really think the secret to being loved is to love, and the secret to being interesting is to be interested. And the secret to having a friend is being a friend, which is beautiful. This one is by William Morris. It says, the true secret of happiness lies in taking a genuine interest in all the details of daily life. That's a great reminder to just remember to stop and smell the roses, really, to just enjoy everything that happens to you during the day, no matter how little or ordinary it is. This one says, the universe can be cruel when it needs to be. It always explains later, though, when enough time has passed and you're ready to hear it. It's just a good reminder to be patient, stay the course, and hang in there, because better times are coming. This is a great one to get out of your comfort zone. This is by Julian Smith. You don't know anyone at the party, so you don't want to go. You don't like cottage cheese, so you haven't eaten it in years. This is your choice, of course, but don't kid yourself. It's also the flinch. Your personality is not set in stone. You may think a morning coffee is the most enjoyable thing in the world, but it's really just a habit. 30 days without it, and you would be fine. You think you have a soulmate, but in fact, you could have had any number of spouses. You would have evolved differently, but been just as happy. You can change what you want about yourself at any time. You see yourself as someone who can't write or play an instrument, who gives in to temptation or make bad decisions. But that's not really you. It's not ingrained. It's not your personality. Your personality is something else, something deeper than just preferences. And these details on the surface, you can change anytime you like. If it's useful to do so, you must abandon your identity and start again. Sometimes it's the only way. this is a really great one. Think about how many of our fears are about how others are perceiving us. So true for me, at least. This is a great one too. Find what you die for and then live for it. Follow your passion. This is by Ernest Hemingway. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. This one says, I'm learning every day to let the space between where I am and where I want to be inspire me and not terrify me. That's a really good one, I think. Alright, another good one, I think. Finding yourself is not really how it works. You earned a $10 bill in last winter's coat pocket, you're also not lost. Your true self is right there, buried under cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself, an unlearning, an excavation, a remembering who you were before the world got its hands on you. That's by Emily McDowell. This is a good one. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. That's something a lot of us definitely do, I believe. Never be afraid to try something new, because life gets boring when you stay within the limits of what you already know. And this is the last one I'll do because I think this might have been one that I read in my last Pinterest quote video. It says, there's no right time. There's just time and what you choose to do with it. So if you're waiting to try something new, there's no right time. Just make the decision. I hope that those quotes were a little bit inspiring or helpful in some way. They definitely inspire and motivate me every day. And I would definitely keep pinning. So if you want me to do another one of these videos, I most definitely can. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And I will talk to you really soon.